Brilliant day. Now we're off to the patch stop on the playbus.
It's a play bus! But where does it go? Where does it stop? Watch for the sign of the lollipop. Stop! It's a patch stop. Where's Peggy Patch?
Peggy Patch is out today to find a patch to stop and play. Where will it be? Who will she meet? Has the bus stopped at the end of your street? Can you guess where Peggy's got off the bus today? She stopped at a place near some woods and a hill, but there's also something rather different here as well. Shall I give you some clues? Well, it's very, very tall and it's made of brick. And when it was being used, it used to have smoke coming out of it as well. It's over here. Peggy's found a chimney. It's quite difficult to see the top way up there above the trees. Up there. Peggy's off for a game of hide and seek now. She might be hiding up a tree. She might be hiding by a wall. She might be hiding by a bridge. She might be hiding nowhere at all. See if you can spot her. Hello? Anybody there? No. This chimney isn't used anymore, so there could be a creature called a bat hanging around upside down in there. That's what bats do when they're asleep. They hang upside down. Oh, look! Way up there. There's a tree growing out of the side of the chimney. Come and see what the chimney belonged to when it was being used. The chimney belonged to a big building called a mill, which made cotton. Mill's a kind of factory. And the river used to run underneath and turn the machinery. Found you, Peggy! She can't fool me, I always know where she's hiding. Actually, if you look round, you can still see some of the old walls, and they can give you an idea of what the mill used to look like. Except I don't think that tree would have been there, though. Otherwise it would have been indoors. Over there, there's part of the old mill that's been turned into a place for picnics. Can you imagine long ago, there used to be lots of people here making lots of noise? Now there's only trees. At one time, horses used to take the cotton to the mill, and then they take away the things that had been made, like mops for cleaning the floor. But they wouldn't have cleaned this floor, would they? Because this is a road made up of little stones called cobbles. Some stone steps here going up the hill. Let's see what's at the top. I'll race you. Oh, hello. Oh, you beat me. Let's see what's here. Oh, look! There's an even bigger chimney than the other one. And it's square all the way to the top. What else is there? That white building over there is called a loft. And Peggy's gone down to say hello to the creature that lives in it. Say hello to this creature. A creature with a puffed up chest, strong wings, bright pink feet, who wears a ring on its leg. It's a racing pigeon. Peggy's friend Ian looks after the racing pigeons and he knows all about them.
It's called a racing pigeon because it's taken in a lorry to a race point. They're released from the race point and they can find their own way home, and the first pigeon home wins the race. We have lots of pigeons here. The cock is the male bird, which is bigger, broader. The hen is the female bird, which is finer and has a small, fine head. Because they're racing pigeons, they need exercise to strengthen the wings to keep them fit for the racing. That's why I let them out twice a day.
Let's have a look. That's it, you've got it. Now you have to do that with all of them. That's it. If you do it gently, then it'll come like fish bones. Oh, that's good. That's a good one. Actually looks like a tree, doesn't it? It looks like a tree as well, doesn't it?
What's that?
Oh, it's a ladybird. Look.
Get it off me.
I've got it.
He hates ladybirds.
Don't you like ladybirds?
I don't.
How many spots are there on it?
Wait,
One.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's it. 1, 2,
Is
3,
this a fishbone?
4, 5, 6, 7. 7. There's another one. There's a little tiny one there. Where do you think it will go in the winter?
It would probably fly off to India where it's hot.
But what do other animals do? Do you know what they do when it gets to winter? Do you know what it's called when they go to sleep? It's called... What?
Hibernating.
That's it. What will the trees look like in winter when all the leaves have fallen?
Look like us when we
Do they all look like
we
that?
We look like us when we got no clothes on.
What, the trees will?
Yeah.
Will
Yeah,
they?
because they'll have no leaves on.
That's right.
No, because they're falling off the trees.
So
And
why
they're
did they
dying.
Should we go and have a look for some more leaves? Yeah? Should we go and have a look, see if we can find other leaves? Right, let's come over here then. This way. Falling leaves flutter down off the trees to the ground. As the wind begins to blow, swirling leaves dance to and fro. It's the autumn time of year. Falling leaves, golden brown, gently fall to the ground. Soon the trees will be quite bare. Frosty weather's in the air. It's the autumn time of year. It's the autumn time of year. And we draw the sort of as it goes into the ground, like that.
I know how to draw a tree.
I'll do the first one then. I'll show you.
Stick it on there.
You want that one? Okay.
And put it here.
Oh, look at all the glue. Look at that. Okay, right. And then what I do? Do you want to put that leaf on there? Okay. Right. Put a bit of glue on. Okay. Do you want to put that one on? That's it. Thank you. Right, so we do lots of them there. Do you want to all do lots?
I know.
Do you want to put a bit of glue down there, Richard?
Can I?
Yeah, you can do it then if you want to.
After Richard.
Oh, got it
Me
on your
after
hands.
Richard. Me after Richard. Where's that? Where I ain't got any brown one.
That's it.
I can't find any more brown ones. This tree's coming along well. Lots of helicopters. All those good helicopters we found.
Okay, we'll put some bits of grass in.
And then the grass. And the railways. The green
Do you
grass.
understand? What about this? This grass? So here, look at there.
Then we'll
put
leave
that
some
grass there.
green leaves for the grass too. Green leaves. It's all very, very nice.
That looks like rubbish, Peggy. Must have blown down with the leaves. You know what to do with that.
Pick a bit up, put a bit in, put a bit of litter in a litter bin. It was the windiest day you could imagine when Stan, the dustbin man, and his mates Dan and Fran went to empty the bins in Little Uppingham. Bin lids rolled, bottles rattled, and Stan could hardly keep his woolly hat on. As fast as they threw rubbish into Big Edna, it blew out again, littering the streets and paths. No one wanted to talk to the bin crew on such a windy day. Even the school children had scuttled indoors and only waved to Stan from the windows as Big Edna stopped by the playground for the bins to be emptied. No one left useful things for Stan, or if they did, they blew away. Stan was glad to finish the morning's work and drive out with the others to Dumperton Tip to empty Big Edna. He was looking forward to eating his sandwiches in the warmth of the site foreman's hut. He had brought his favourite today, sardine. At least the seagulls will be pleased to see us, he said to the others. They don't care what the weather's like. True enough, as Fran drove Big Edna onto the open ground, hundreds of seagulls flocked around looking for titbits in the rubbish, all except one, who had a damaged wing. He waddled around in the litter, but was soon swooped on or pushed by the others. The rubbish tumbled out of Big Edna, but it was so windy that some of the rubbish was whisked away, filling the sky with paper, plastic and dust. Fran parked Big Edna, and they all walked over to the site foreman's hut. The lame seagull followed them, keeping close to Stan. I bet you can smell the sardine sandwiches, he said. Perhaps I'll give you a taste in a minute. As they entered the hut, the foreman was putting down the telephone. That was a complaint, he said. All the litter has been blown onto the bushes near the houses. I'm afraid you'll have to take sticks and bags and pick it off. I'm hungry, said Stan. Can't we eat first? Asked Dan. Sorry, said the foreman. It's bad enough living next to a rubbish tip. We must keep the residents happy. We'll do it now, said Fran, picking up a spike stick and a plastic bag. The sooner it's done, the sooner we eat. Stan had already opened his sandwiches. Sadly, he left his sandwiches behind and followed the others. What a strange sight the litter had made. The trees and bushes were all decorated with bits of paper, plastic bags, crisp packets, and even orange peel. With their spiked sticks, Stan, Fran and Dan picked off all the litter and put it in the big black sacks. After a while, the wind dropped, and the only things left, flying around, were the seagulls. OK, that'll do, said the foreman. You can have your lunch break now. Thank goodness, said Stan. I could eat an horse. Poor Stan. When he arrived back at the hut, his sardine sandwiches were nowhere to be seen, but curled up in the corner was a very fat seagull with a broken wing. "So that's where my sandwiches have gone," said Stan. "Never mind," said Dan, handing over his lunch box. "You can share my cheese and pickle." Pick a bit up, put a bit in, put a bit of litter in a litter bin. Put a bit of litter, put a bit of litter, put a bit of litter in a litter bin. Oh,
Pick a bit up, put a bit in, put a bit of litter in a litter bin. Put a bit of litter, put a bit of litter, put a bit of litter in a litter bin.
Peggy Patch's puzzle. Peggy's climbed to the top of the hill again. She can see lots more chimneys on the houses. Can she see anything else that's tall and pointing to the sky? Did you spot anything, Peggy? Well, there was a pylon, which carries the wires which takes the electricity to your home. There was a radio mast, which sends all the different sounds to your radio. And there's a church spire, which is where the church bells ring. Pictures of this, pictures of that. "I like your pictures," says Peggy Patch. "You painted them and coloured them, even stuck them with glue." "I like your pictures," says Peggy. "I hope you like doing them too." Not all rubbish is useless. If you've collected some yoghurt or cream cartons, you could turn them into a chimney like this. You put the big fat ones at the bottom so it's nice and steady. And then you put the smaller ones all the way to the top. Wonder how high it's going to get. Little ones on the top. Ooh, it stayed there. Of course, if it falls over, they don't break and you can start again. Oh, don't forget the racing pigeon. Creature with a puffed out chest, strong wings, bright pink feet, who wears a ring on its leg. Oh, there's the bus. Come on, Peggy, leave your swing, the bus is here. The bus will stop at another patch next week. Bye-bye.